As we continue to grapple with the social ill of child sexual abuse, many continue to talk the talk while others claim they are walking the walk. What is child sexual abuse? Child sexual abuse or child molestation is a form of child abuse in which an adult or older adolescent uses a child for sexual stimulation. In recent times, this has been plaguing our islands, and records show that there has been a drastic increase in child sexual abuse. 189 reported cases for the first half of the year. Court records also show that 60% of the cases before the court are sexually related crimes. How do we address this matter? Senator Franka Bernadine, former Minister of Education, vows to make a difference. She says during the National Democratic Congress tenure in office, measures were put in place to deal with the issue and protect children. However, much more needs to be done.
Adjusted Education Act. We have adjusted the National Domestic Violence and Sexual Abuse Protocol, gotten that at least. The legislation needs to be passed. To my knowledge, it has not done so as yet. And so there are many aspects, despite the limited budget and the struggle that we have had. We have been able to make an impact and to take a stance on school children and issues where in the schools, which we need to look at very closely. We had incidents of principals and teachers who in fact had molested children and moved against it and said there is a zero tolerance, as exemplified by the example that we dealt with. And let me tell you, there was a lot of legal threat against the minister at the time. In fact, a case was put. It was just dropped because it was so clear that the evidence was not there.
Bernadine says the time is now. The churches, among others, needs to get involved and create some form of intervention, not just to help the victims, but to help the perpetrators.
I'm saying that there are many capable people on the island could be brought into such a committee. I'm saying that the churches must get involved, the NGOs. It is time now. Can't wait any longer. And we also want to suggest very strongly and indicate that we ourselves are prepared to do so, to provide police with resources to investigate and support their efforts. The necessary counseling, both in the prison and out of the prison, to support families. This is something that a lot of people are hurting over. And a zero tolerance. But there is a pocket of men who will highly disregard and continue to do so. That's the group we must address, and we must stand firmly in what we are tolerating as a country and what we are not tolerating as a country.
The NDC pledges that they will do whatever it takes to protect the women and children of Grenada, Carriacou and Petite Martinique.
Our government has shown its commitment to take all measures possible to protect the women and children in this country. We have taken it very seriously. Now, what we are advocating is that clearly there needs to be a group response. We need a special victims unit. I don't expect that it will be put into place because it will be seen as an NDC strategy. This crime has nothing to do with NDC or NNP. It has to do with a principal position that a government must take with respect to rape when we are featuring this heavily internationally.
The perpetrator failed to realize that the abuse does not stop when they do. It goes way into adult life and will continue to reap havoc unless it is dealt with. For GBN News, I am Rachel Bain.